Today it's about tulips. I'm at the Ottawa Tulip Festival and I will tell you everything you should know about tulips and how it came about. I'm at the Commissioner's Park, which is also known as Dow's Lake. And before I take you to the Tulip Festival, let's take a tour of the Dow's Lake. Dow's Lake consists of a park and a lake, of course. It was built from the 1920s to the 1950s, and it has become a site for tourists and locals. The Tulip Festival is held each year at the Dow's Lake, or the Commissioner's Park as it's known, where over 300,000 tulip bulbs are planted. Dow's Lake is located at the corner of Preston Street and Queen Elizabeth Highway. Now, the Commissioner's Park extends over 8.95 hectares, so it's pretty big. The Dow's Lake itself is a man-made lake on the Rideau Canal. Most of you may not have known that the Commissioner's Park is the same Dow's Lake. It is referred to as the Dow's Lake. Now, at the Dow's Lake is also a pavilion. It is located on the Dow's Lake. Well, not exactly on the lake, but in that vicinity, and is a part of the Rideau Canal system. There's a restaurant. There is canoeing in the summer at the Dow's Lake, and that section is opened to the visitors at the Dow's Lake. So let's go on to see what it's like at the Tulip Festival. Each year in May, Canadians and visitors flock the Dow's Lake area, or the Commissioner's Park as it's known, to see the Tulip Festival. The Tulip Festival is put on for about 2 weeks. The tulip flowers do not last much longer than about a week or two. The festival is put on and there are lots of other activities, and visitors gather from all over Canada and around the world to come and see the flowers, the tulips, at the Commissioner's Park. Since this event occurs just before Mother's Day, it's usually the weekend of Mother's Day, lots of people take their moms to this special event. It's such a spectacular event, and people do take their mom as a pre-Mother's Day gift to see the tulips. Now let's get into the history of the Tulip Festival. Each year, over 1 million tulip bulbs are planted and cared for at the National Capital Commission, Canada's official gardener. This national tradition has been in effect since the end of the Second World War. Here's the facts about the Tulip Festival. The annual Canadian Tulip Festival is held in Ottawa every May at Commissioner's Park since 1943. The festival preserves the memorable role of the Canadian troops in the liberation of the Netherlands and Europe, as well as commemorates the birth of Dutch Princess Margaret in Ottawa during the World War II. During the World War II, during the liberation of the Netherlands, the Canadians were hosting the royal Dutch family. Princess Juliana gave birth to Princess Margaret at the Ottawa Civic Hospital. When Princess Juliana returned home, in order to thank Canadians, to show gratitude for her safety here, for them hosting her, she sent 100,000 tulip bulbs to Canada to say thank you and for providing a safe haven for them while they were here. Since then, the Netherlands have been sending tulips to Canada every year. So every year, Canada receives 20,000 tulip bulbs. And the festival continues. The Tulip Festival is on every year. It is a free festival, and there's no entrance fee. Canadians flock the area from all over, and visitors do attend the festival also. There are other activities that takes place at the festival. Now, during that festival, as you can see, there's a little history, the history of the festival and the continued relationship that Canada has with the Netherlands is posted here, and you can take some time and go slowly with the video and read a little more about it. But this is the history of the Tulip Festival. This is how the Tulip Festival all came about. And Dow's Lake was chosen because Dow's Lake is very central. And one thing to know, there is no parking is not free, and parking is also limited. And there's parking in areas close to the Tulip Festival. You can park on the street, or you can park near the experimental farm. And I do have my brochure. There is a list of other activities that are taking place. Now let's dig down into the Tulip Festival, see what's happening now at what the tulip bulbs look like. They're very colorful. There is also a walk-in tour. The walk-in tour takes place in the night. There's also movie nights during the Tulip Festival, and so the evening tours are not free. There's a fee for the evening tour, and there's also a fee for the walk-in tour. Now, the movie's free. There's a 2:00 matinee, and there's also a 7:00 movie. Now, there's also this year the nightly sound and light. It's at 9:15 every night, and a 10-minute show. It shows like the Battle of the Atlantic. You feel like you're in it when you're watching this. That 10 minutes, I'm telling you, it feels like you're right there in the battle. And this is usually on for about, the festival is on for about 10, 11 nights or so, 11 days. So the show is on throughout those times. So this year's festival is from May 12th to the 23rd. If you have not yet seen the festival, it is something that you really should see. Everyone should experience this. Today is a very busy day at the Tulip Festival. There are lots of people taking photos, videos. There are people taking pictures for social media. So it's very hard not to have people in the picture. So I do hope you enjoy watching the tulips. Now, as I mentioned, the festival began as a special gift from the royal family of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, who took refuge in Ottawa during the Second World War. And Her Royal Highness Princess Margaret was born here in 1943. So 2 years later, Canadian troops played a key role in liberating the Netherlands. So in gratitude, the Dutch government has sent Canada a gift of tulip bulbs every year since 1945, inspiring what has become the Canadian Tulip Festival. So since then, the Tulip Festival has been taking place at the Commissioners Park, which is Dow's Lake. And a lot has built around the Dow's Lake since then. We have the Dow's Lake Pavilion, which there's a restaurant upstairs. And in the summer, the deck is opened. In the summer, I've been there. I love their margaritas. And we also have, there's a lot going on the lake itself. It's a man-made lake. Access to the lake is usually from the pavilion area. And the other part is the boardwalk. The boardwalk is along the lake, which is pretty much close to where the tulips are. It's divided by a road, yes, in between. Now, I did mention that it's because it's Mother's Day weekend. Most people do take their moms with them, and I have my mom here with me also. And here are the tulips. Some of them do have names. Each of the beds have names. And the white ivory, we just saw them a while ago. There's the white and ivory. We have the pink. There it is. I think that's the white and ivory Floridae, it's called. Then there's the pink and white. This one is all white. The pink is the Elizabeth Arden. For some reason, that's what it's called. And we have the pink impression, which is the very pink ones. There's so many names, you can look them up. But let me know which ones you like the best. They're so colorful. Do you like the red ones the most? For me, I don't know. I love white, but here I find the red is so striking. Now, some of those petals may not look like tulip bulbs, but they're all tulips. Everything here is tulips. And you might be wondering what happens after the tulips are gone. So the tulips, they come up every year. But how it's done there is planted. They plant the tulip bulbs every year again. But some tulip bulbs are on sale, like even here at this festival, there are tulip bulbs on sale. There's also tulip on sale. And once these are gone, they will plant flowers. So when I do come back here later on in the summer, I will not see tulips, but I will see lots of beautiful flowers. So enjoy the rest of the video. Let me know what you think about this video, what you think about the tulips and the festival itself. If you have been to the Tulip Festival in Ottawa, let me know. Jot a comment down below. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and let me know what you think about the video. And a lot of people said they knew of Dow's Lake, but they had no idea that this was the Commissioner's Park. Enjoy the rest of the video and jot a comment down below. I promised that I would tell you everything you need to know about tulips. So here's the facts about tulips. Tulips do come back every year, but one of the best ways to maintain beautiful tulips, allow the foliage to die back naturally, then dig up the bulbs about maybe 6 weeks after blooming and store in a tray or net in a dark, dry place. Now, not too many people do that. People do let the bulbs come back naturally. How long do tulips last? They last about 1 to 2 weeks once they bloom. Tulips are perennial flowers, so they're expected to come back every year. So like I said, most people do not go through the whole process of digging out the bulbs and replanting the following year. It's been said that when you cut this tulip flower, if you put a nickel in the water, it will keep the stem straight. Try it and see if it works.